Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. I hope you all are doing well. Today we are in this open field to review a bike that is one of my favorite. The bike in blue. The bike which has been known for blue. The Yamaha R15. Since its launch, it has been one of my favorite bikes. I have ridden them all, the version 1, the version 2, the version 3, and now it's time for the version 3 BS6. I know you might be thinking that we are in an open grassland and why are we reviewing the R15 in a grassland? Well, we are going to take it into the corners and I promise you that. But right now let's start with the walk around with this good background. Special thanks to Monarch Yamaha for providing us this bike. You can visit their dealership on Tilak Road with a promise of safety and for the best offers in Pune. There is a red button over there that says subscribe. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring that bell so you never miss an update from Rev Explorers. You can also go ahead and check out our Instagram, Facebook and Twitter pages. We would love to have a chat with you. So shall we begin? So it looks just like the version 3, the eagle nose and the dual LED headlamps. Now it's not exactly dual, they are separated by 2, but then there are 4 LED headlamps, 2 for high beam and 2 for low beam. Along with them are the fairing mounted bulb turn indicators. So the R15 still gets the telescopic front forks, no news for USDs on the R15. And then there is this 17-inch blue color alloy wheel which has an 100/80 section MRF zapper mounted on it. So no radial tire in the front, although you can get an aftermarket fitted on the R15 for superior grip. Now the best thing is that R15 gets a dual channel ABS and it has been available since the version 3 launch. You get a 282mm front disc brake with Biber calipers, and from the side profile as well it looks the same version 3. It gets multiple stickers for VVA, ABS, R15, and then on the cowl is the Yamaha badging. So it gets an 11-litre fuel tank and the claim fuel efficiency is somewhere around 40 kmpl, which you will never get because you're going to pin down the throttle and activate that VVA, and once you do so, it is going to drop to 35. Making this bike fun to ride is the 155cc 4-valve SOHC liquid-cooled engine, which always had a fuel injection in place, and as we all know, the motor is mated with a 6-speed gearbox. The maximum power delivered is 18.5 PS at 10,000 RPM and the peak torque is 14 Nm at 8,500 RPM. So the bike sits on a delta box frame and with all the fairing it weighs just 142 kgs. The ground clearance of the R15 is 170 mm, which is decent enough for even taking on off-road, but don't do it because I'm going to explain it in the ride section why you should not take it off-roads. The R15 gets a split step-up seat with a grab strap for the pillion. Now these are decently padded seat, not for comfortable ride but for aggressive riding. For making the handling experience great on this bike, you have a 7-step adjustable monoshock suspension, and here in the rear is a 140/70 MRF Revs tire. So this one is a radial tire mounted on a 17-inch blue color alloy wheel, and with that you get a 220mm disc brake in the rear, and here also you get ABS assistance. So it is a dual channel ABS setup. Now let's check out how this side hung single barrel exhaust sounds with a catcon fitted in it. And from the rear end as well it looks just the same LED tail lights and the traditional bulb indicators. So let's check out the instrument cluster. Has anything changed in that? And as I said, the saddle is adequately cushioned for aggressive riding and the saddle height is 815 mm. So I can get both of my feet on the ground. So let's check out the instrument cluster now. The instrument cluster is same as it was in the version 3 BS4. So you have the gear position indicator, digital tachometer, digital speedometer, digital fuel gauge, and over here on the left side is the odometer, trip meter and multiple meters and information as well for your average speed and average fuel consumption and lot more with this select button. Now on the left and the right side you have multiple indicators. On the left side you have the engine malfunction, engine temperature and neutral. On the right hand side you have the turn indicator, high beam indicator and the ABS indicator. Coming to the handlebar, you have the kill switch and the self start switch. So it is also a single touch self start switch. On the left hand side is the headlight control integrated with the pass switch, the turn indicator control and the horn. Now this is a loud dual tone horn and it suits the genre. It is loud enough to blow your ears and I like it. With that said, let's take this bike on a ride because the weather is good and I cannot resist to ride this bike now. So wear your helmet and follow all road safety rules.
The R15 always delivers what you expect from it. In some places it goes beyond your expectations. Comfort on this bike? Not a chance. Because it is a true track oriented machine given to us daily riders. All you can do is feel it. The rear set foot pegs, the low set clip on handlebars and then the split step up seat making you sit aggressively and ride aggressively. The pillion seat is not really useful, but the rider seat keeps you in a posture to bring out your knees into the corners. The tank is also designed in such a way to provide you superior grip. You are on high speeds or going hot into the corners. The bike is very stable and feels planted. You can easily tuck yourself in and this over here always wants to go into the corners. The engine was always fuel injected, was always smooth and super refined. Now with the BS6, the R15 is more close to nature and that makes the calculation very simple. You can have a lot more fun by leaving much less carbon footprint. With the BS6 conversion, the bike has lost few digits on the power figure and you just might be able to feel it in the initial pickup. But when the rev climbs, this slight lack of power diminishes with it. And when the VVA kicks in, you can have all the fun you want. It has that sudden push of power. The engine is very reliable, smooth and rev hungry. So the more you rev, the more it runs. Riding this motorcycle, you never feel it's just a 155cc bike because of two reasons. The first one is it looks and feels just like the R1. And the second is this small engine can give a head-to-head competition to a 200cc motorcycle and may go beyond few when we talk about the top speed. There are no vibrations whatsoever, even in the top rev range. In fact, while you pin down the throttle, it feels like you are directly connected to the engine. The R15 has always been about its rev-happy engine, the aerodynamics and cornering capabilities. And I am happy to inform, with its BS6 avatar, nothing has really changed. It carries the same capabilities. Assisting in all your adventures is the quick and precise 6-speed gear unit, along with the slipper clutch. Now you can aggressively upshift or downshift without any problems. The gearbox is very smooth and light, and so is the clutch. While you shift gears, you won't hear that click sound also. It is that smooth. When you have a good powerful engine, the other thought rushing in your head is, what about the brakes? And I'm happy to announce the brakes are really good. In fact, they have improved from the previous generation. Now in this bike, you get biber calipers in the front. They have a good bite and stopping power. The scenario is same for the rear brakes as well. Good bite and feedback. When used in combination, it can bring you to a standstill from triple digits in no time. The ABS is also very efficient. It won't intrude unless needed. However, you can't use the ABS in supermoto mode, and that is something which should be added in this bike. In making this bike a cornering machine, you can hold the suspension responsible. They give you a good control, grip and feedback. They are very well tuned and stiffly sprung to give you a good control, grip and feedback. This motorcycle just flows into the corners. All it means is that you will enjoy the ghats and smooth long highway stretches. But when it comes to the rough roads, well, you are going to feel it. The setup can absorb small patches and pits, but you will definitely feel it. Frankly speaking, I have no issues with it, and I don't take it as a downside because this motorcycle is not meant for it, and what is expected, it delivers very well. Trust me, it is a good bike to have. It is a very well crafted beginner's motorcycle. It is powerful and well equipped. In fact, it is powerful and well equipped than its orange rival. The only upgrade missing on this motorcycle is the USD, but I feel that has been done to keep the cost in check. Talking about which, the R15 is cheaper than the KTM, and we already have a comparison done for you. Ultimately, there is no match to R15 in this segment and genre. The R15 has ruled and will rule. Till when? I don't know, but it is good for us.
Sadly, our ride with the R15 has come to an end, and so has our review. I wish I could have got it for some more time. But anyways, you don't have to wish, you can just go ahead and buy it from a Yamaha dealership at just rupees 1.47 lakh ex-showroom Delhi. Now I'll have to hope that I get this machine for some more time to have fun on the corners. On that note, I'm really disappointed, but you can give me a thumbs up and cheer me up. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring that bell so you never miss an update from Rev Explorers. You can also go ahead and visit our social media pages on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. We would love to have a chat with you. We'll see you again in the next video. Till that time, pray for me to get an R15. Bye bye.